And I'm building the frame here.
Wait,
I like this one.
you want me just chilling here?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I like it.
Okay, I wanted to say thank you for coming because I know you're busy and you're like all over the place. Even now in Mayapur, you've been here, what, for 2-3 weeks?
Yeah.
Like everyday kirtan, everyday programs.
Yeah. I like to be busy, and I feel very, very grateful getting so many opportunities to share. I can say that the travel is tiring, being in planes, waiting in airport. Sometimes I feel like I spend more time in airports than with my kids and with my family. Okay, I know you're not supposed to like wish for any siddhis or any mystical powers, but if there's one mystical power I could have, it would be to teleport. I could be in Mayapur, go do the Kirtan festival, then go to the next place, do a Kirtan festival there. And at some point, I would like to not travel, and I would like to be in one place and just be able to keep doing what I'm doing, but without them traveling. But one good thing about traveling is I get to meet all my friends in different places. Yeah.
How you manage traveling with kids? Because now, by the way, congratulations on the new baby.
Yeah.
How do you manage?
It's easier when they're little, actually. Vrinda takes the majority of the responsibility, and she's a good mom. My experience growing up was getting to be traveling and moving and being in the programs with my parents.
You give all the credit to your parents that they prepared you for this kind of life.
One thing that my parents did for me is they made Krishna consciousness really fun. And so I hope to do that for my kids, to make it fun. It's not a chore, it's not something that they have to do. It's fun to dress up in a dhoti, to get ready for the temple, to go do that. I feel like our job as parents is just to see give them options, okay? This is option, this option, this option. And then start to see what kind of inspires them and what their nature is like, and then just keep nurturing that nature. And I'm really grateful because my parents did that for me. My mother was putting me on stage when I was 3-4 years old and dressing up and dancing on stage. And my father was always encouraging me to play mridanga and sing. I see a lot of friends, I see a lot of people who are trying to find who they are and what their purpose is.
Yes.
And I feel for them because somehow Krishna and my parents and Krishna and whatever karma and everything that manifests in my life, the direction has just been so clear. At least obviously there's nuances in how to do it, how to go about it. I have a lot of self-doubt as an artist. I doubt, whether what I'm offering is of use or whether it's of value or whether it's good quality, as an artist does. But somehow, at least I know that this is what I have to do. And if somebody doesn't want me doing it in their space, then I find another space and do it. Because that's what I've been blessed to do. And actually, I'm pretty useless at anything else. So this is what I have to do,
Same story here.
Do you have a story like how you guys met?
Oh, MAYAPURIS.
Yeah.
We started when I think Kish was like 13 or something, and I was like, I was 14 maybe, and I was like 16, 17, and we just started our love for the mridanga, and we started doing these mridanga demonstrations where we would dance with the mridanga, and we kind of made that for our little community. Yeah, so MAYAPURIS is one of my projects that I've obviously been dedicated to for the last 12 years. We've been traveling, performing mainly in yoga studios and yoga festivals and music festivals, and also being invited to mainly devotee festivals where there's some outreach, where they're doing something to reach a wider audience. We just kind of fell into it without thinking about it as something that we were gonna, make a career out of, so to say. And our love for singing together and playing together and playing mridanga, it just manifested, and you know, we keep going, and we kind of feel like it's like, you know, at some point we would all love to be here in Mayapur and sit in the bhajan kutir and do kirtan together, and you know,
we would love that too, so much.
Yeah, you know, and we'll just have kirtan melas every day, you know. Our latest album, 9 Islands, it's each track is like completely, we call it 9 Islands because it's this region of Mayapur, Navadvip, has 9 islands. And each of those 9 islands, they're separated from the flowing Ganga and the different rivers that flow here. And each of those islands symbolize one of the processes of bhakti, of devotion. And so we have 9 tracks on the album, and each track is symbolizing an island and a process of devotion. And each one of them is kind of its own unique, like almost genre, like it's about its own unique flavor. And I think each one of us brought in our individual kind of tastes and musical backgrounds, and we kind of put it together and created this thing. So I think it's strengthening for all of us. You know, but also over time now, I'm also working on a lot of my own projects. I feel like part of my personal service is to try and present Krishna and the bhakti culture to people that aren't already in it. For me, I don't remember the first time I heard the Hare Krishna mantra because my parents chanted it to me when I was born. But to see people who have never experienced this type of bliss that comes from inside, and to see them experiencing something, for me, it's almost like I live, you know what the word vicariously, I live through them. I see them experiencing this bliss and this happiness, and it inspires me to value and acknowledge the gifts that I've had all my life. Somehow I've been given an ability to speak and share with people that are very new to it, and or maybe even not even new to it, that are being just introduce them to it. And and that for me, I mean, maybe it's just because I'm basic and I'm still in the ABCs, you know, but it's easier for me, and I find it enlivening and inspiring. And then when I come to devotee circles, like being in Mayapur and being with the devotees, it's for my inspiration. I'm not coming to try to inspire others. I'm coming for my own, to feed my spirit. And I feel that as I've been here a couple of weeks. It's been amazing.
How was Moscow, by the way? Thank you.
1,000 people bought tickets to our to the concert. There are 1,000 people who aren't Hare Krishna devotees, bought tickets to come. Spasiba. For our first time going there, I think it was really great. And, you know, we have a lot of friends and fans, I feel, that know our music and that know us over the years. And so I look forward to going back, hopefully not in January. You know, I think we get extra credit for going in January. I think Krishna gave us a little extra mercy because he saw our sacrifice. We live in Florida. I don't even own warm clothes for the cold like that. And plus I came from India, from Mayapur to there. It's amazing to see in Russia, kirtan, yoga, spirituality, veganism, just like picking up and catching like wildfire. And, you know, we just got to push it more and more and more. One thing I liked about the festival that we did, the Mantra Festival, was it wasn't an in-house event. It was very much outreach. They had artists that are from other kind of yogic lineages and other places, and they had them performing, and they had a couple of pop stars, and so in that way, I think that camaraderie and working together with people from other bhakti paths, I could say, that's what I love. I love that. That's part of my service, is to share Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Mayapur, Hare Krishna mood with others in a way that we're working mutually and inspiring each other. There's so few of us that have that fire of bhakti, and so let's work together. You know, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu prophesied that there would be a golden age.
Yes.
And the golden age has already started from
I think we
his
witnessed
time.
it now.
And we are
Like
witnessing
how much is spreading, even like vegan movement.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
that there definitely is this beautiful awakening of consciousness, people's spirituality. And I think that as that strengthens, the demoniac forces are also strengthening, because they want to overpower that, and they don't want, so, you know, there's always this like battle between the demons and the demigods, and it goes on. One thing that I feel we can do is share Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that his name would be spread in every town and village, and that people would chant his name. And although I'm very much part of the wider kirtan scene, and I appreciate it very much, the fact that so many people are chanting, and that recordings and albums and people are gathering in huge numbers to chant outside of the Hare Krishna circle, I hope that we can share the beauty and the depth and the mood that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu brought to because he's the founder of the Kirtan movement. He's the founder of the Bhakti tradition. And so if we can share his mood, I think that way people will go even deeper and deeper. And so that's why we called our group Mayapuris. And I mean, my name is Visvambhar, which is a name of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And I feel so connected to this land and the traditions that come from here. And I do my best to try and share those with people. See, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he had all types of people come. He didn't push anyone away, and that's what I think our mood as bhaktas of Chaitanya is, to try to, let's do kirtan together. Let's bring everyone together and let's spread this. And I feel like everybody has something they can offer genuinely. They have something unique that they can offer to the world that's their connection to Krishna.
Like a little music.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah?
Yeah. You'll play piano?
Yeah.
Play mridanga? Or do you have a flute? Or
No, we don't have a flute.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
guys happy?
Yes.
Yeah, I've got good friends.
Before I even came, you guys were like, let's do something. And I was like, yeah, I wrote you. I was like, I'm coming to Mayapur. You're like, I'm ready.
Yes.
No, it's Madhu. This is my dear friend Madhu. He's part of spreading the golden age to the world through his medium of filming and having a beautiful family. And sharing and baking awesome bread.
You seem like such a happy and optimistic person all the time.
I try.
How do you do that?
I try. Well, I hang out with happy and optimistic people.
I was remember clearly you getting ready for Guru Puj.
Yeah.
Like next week I'm leaving Guru Puj, Saturday for sure, 100%. Then, days are closing by. Tomorrow I'm leaving Guru Puj, yeah. Then early in the morning, 7 o'clock, he's already before everyone standing in the mic. So nobody gets the mic, you stay in the line half an hour before. We're filming, Mom. We're not stopping to film.
Not stopping.